Money can buy skyscrapers, private jets, and influence. But can it really buy power? This week, reports claim that Israeli forces allegedly launched strikes near Doha, Qatar's capital. And guess what? Not a single military response from Qatar? Now, how can one of the wealthiest nations on earth, sitting on a gas fortune worth over $350 billion, seem so powerless on its own soil? Welcome to the big questions. Lesson number 1, Wealth vs. Power. Qatar sits on immense natural gas wealth and hosts the largest U.S. military base in the Middle East. In theory, that should make it untouchable. Yet when its airspace was allegedly violated, it stayed silent. So here is a hard question. Is wealth a shield or just a glittering illusion when the real power, military force, and independent defense belongs to someone else? Think about it. If all your money is in the bank, but you don't have your own army, are you really rich? You might be mistaken for a very fancy ATM. That's why rich nations still hire bodyguards, literally. Qatar has relied on an American security contract for decades. Lesson number 2, the U.S. security umbrella. For decades, Qatar has relied on an American security umbrella, essentially outsourcing its protection to the U.S. military. It's a common strategy for resource-rich states. You trade oil and gas for military muscle. But this incident exposes the risk of subcontracted sovereignty. When a partner like Israel, which enjoys strong ties with the U.S., makes a security incident, which side do you think the Americans will choose first? So if you're rich but not militarily strong, you're at the mercy of your security provider. It's like hiring a bodyguard. If they get a call from their mom, will they drop everything and rush to your aid, or will they attend to their family first? Same thing. Lesson number 3, an eye-opener for other nations. Now let's zoom out. Many countries, whether in Africa, Asia, or the Gulf, follow a similar path. They trade oil, gas, or strategic ports for promises of protection. But promises aren't power. Take Egypt, for instance, or the UAE, both heavily reliant on imported gas. They've sacrificed energy independence for security. Now, do they really enjoy the upper hand? How much leverage does a supplier have over these nations? How many nations have openly defied international law and continued to illegally occupy another country as land and resources? Qatar has sent more than 60,000 of its own citizens home from there. What would it take to bring them back safely? Independent capacity, homegrown defense, regional alliances, and the political will to act. Wealth alone is not enough. It's like having a Lamborghini. Sure, it's impressive until you realize you can't even drive it off-road. Real security comes from a mix of hard and soft power, not just money. Here's the takeaway. So here's the big question we want you to ponder. Should nations keep subcontracting their security to superpowers, or is it time to turn wealth into real power, military readiness, technological autonomy, and political courage? Drop your thoughts below. Is Qatar wise to avoid escalation, or dangerously dependent on a protector who may have divided loyalties? Let's debate. Now, speaking of debates, the world is full of them. And understanding the root causes of conflicts is essential for anyone who wants to make sense of today's global order. And now it's time for you to become part of the conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Is wealth enough to ensure a nation's security, or does true power come from other sources? We can't wait to hear your perspective. And don't forget to stay tuned for more thought-provoking insights. Your journey to a better understanding starts here and continues every step of the way. Thanks for joining us.